Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Okay, the stock market has been crashing this week. Big crashing today. Stocks are selling off big time. We have the Israel airstrikes to Iran. Let's talk about what's going on and where we may find support. And let's talk about the big top 7 stocks. There's some big sell-offs going on with Nvidia and some other things. So let's get right into it. Here we are with the SPY representing the S&P 500. Okay, we started out last week right here. We drew these trend lines coming down, hoping it stayed in this trend line. Well, Monday opened up here, high, sold off, and now it's just continuing to sell off, passing the support of 504, blew by 496. 490 seems to be incoming, and our old high 2 years ago is down here, this green line. So hopefully that will be support. So there's been a lot of action going on here. You can see the volume here, a lot of red. So there's a lot of selling going on here, a lot of profit taking. Look at this big one here. The MACD, we got a crossover. Things look like they're continuing to go down. So where are we going to find support and what's going on? Usually the market's very sensitive, it's like a child. They want to be constantly fed, reinsurance that things are good. So maybe with this war, they realize that things aren't looking too good. And all of a sudden, the big institutions might be selling off. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. Now, I want to talk about the QQQ. They've taken a big hit as well. Before we do that, I'm sorry, what do we do here? Let me go back to this. Yeah, before we do that, I want to ask you real fast, we got a goal of 100 subscribers. Please subscribe to our channel. Or if you don't, just click the like button. Helps get the channel out there. I also want to thank our latest subscribers. Welcome to the program. And I really appreciate that. So again, we got a goal of 100 subscribers. All right, so let's get into the QQQ. Down 2% alone today. So here we go. Well, not good. So I'm going to make this gray here. So here we go. QQQ has just been failing right on Monday. Boom. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Big sell-off today. The Q, it was holding up nicely last week where the SPY was weak. It was staying in this upper range here. But then Monday this week, it opened and just kept going all the way down. Past these support levels. Look at this. It found some support at 413. That's why these technical lines are very important. And we'll zoom in on that. It just bounced right off of that perfectly. The old highs right here from December of 21 of 407. So we're going to go back to old highs. We'll have to see. Over 2 years ago. So the QQQ is taking a big hit. And let's talk about why. The top 7 stocks. Start with Tesla. They've been selling off big time. And they've just been going down and down and down. Here's the downtrend we drew. And it's just this a little bit. And we're getting lower highs. Look at that, lower highs, lower lows. Everything's just going down. And today, this week alone, you can see, look, it just boom, now dropped below the trend line. Earnings are coming up really soon on April 23rd. So yeah, Tesla's hitting hard. Look at Nvidia. Look at this candle for today. The old high right here. So today the market's opened up. It was holding this range. Boom. That's a big sell-off right there. Let's see what Nvidia do today. They're showing 10% here. So you got a 10% drop from yesterday. Okay. Let's look at them. Let's look at those here in the big picture here. Let's go to Apple for the big 6 now. Apple was doing good. They had this big rally last week. It really looked promising. They were coming up here, and then all of a sudden, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, boom, they just sold right off. They're profit taking. Now they're, below. They're breaking the supports. We don't even have trend lines for under that, so we're gonna have to do some technicals on an Apple. Here we go. We see some support around here. Let's draw a quick line here, see how that looks. Well, the lowest one would be right here. And look at that. Here we go. Apple holding 165. That's pretty interesting. We have Microsoft. They were holding this nice range on a slow grind up. And now they just, again, big sell-offs here. We passed the 20-day, passed the 50-day. Apple's below all the moving averages. Here's the 200 days, 372. So Microsoft's selling off. Google, they reached their high and boom, they're selling off. They bounced off the 20-day average here today. Nvidia, we just spoke about that. Look, they passed the 5-day, 20-day, passed the 50-day moving average. So yeah, Nvidia, wow, the old high was the 50-day moving average. So just blew past that. Meta was on a nice little grind up. Okay, but it's actually at support. I would have to say we're going to draw a support line right here. I see potential support, and that's where it's ending the day today. So we'll see if this is at 476. We'll see if it can hold that. The 50-day moving average here is 481 from 42. So it's kind of holding the 50-day right there for Meta. Amazon, they were doing really good. They made an all-time high, and then boom, now they're coming all the way down. Past the 20-day, past the 50-day. We got a price level here from year 2020. Looks like they're from $171. That's a price level from 2020. The highs from year 2020 just broke today. We just dropped them all down. So yeah, things are selling off. Let's take a look at oil, by the way. The 10-year yield. Let's talk about the drivers. The 10-year yield has been going up. Last week when we did this video it was around 4.52%. Now it's at 4.63%. 4.626. The relative strength of the dollar has increased to 106.13. So there's a lot of risk in this market right now. Volatile, the 10-year yield's up. WTI crude has been kind of all around the place. It was up to as high as 87, down to 82. Right now it's at $83. So, I'll tell you something. Who really benefited was Lockheed Martin. Okay. LMT. Their stock did real good today. A nice big move from 457 up as high as 465. So that was pretty impressive. But back to oil. We'll go to ticker OXY, Oxy. It has been selling off. I guess we reached our highs when it was up 87 WTI, but lately it's been coming back. It is above their uptrend here, but it is right now holding around a 50-day moving average. SMCI. Microchips. Look at the big soft, or like with Nvidia. Look at that big drop today. Nice little downtrend here. You can clearly see it. Big drop today. 874 down to 713. So that's the high was 887 to 708. So that's it's almost $200 swing. Anything else we want to take a look at? Palantir, PLTR, AI-related software stock. Well, there's a lot of eyes on this, and we talked about this last week. I said we need to hold this red line for support. We didn't want to break 2181. It was staying in this range. Well, it broke it, and now it's coming down. I see the next area of support, 2020, then 1972. We'll just have to keep an eye on that, see what's going on. Again, the MACD is kind of weak down here. We have a crossover, which means there's more volume in selling. It's red down here, so that's not good. So yeah, AMD, let's take a look. They've been getting hit hard as well. Nice little downtrend, you can see. I mean, it's very consistent here. So people that are either shorting or taking profits, congratulations. So let's take a look at anything else. You know what's really been taking a big hit here is, where's that at? There's Intel. INTC. They just continue to go down. Look today, another big drop today. So they got a low range of 33.24. And I'll put this on a weekly chart. You see this low range, you know, this range comes way back. Used to be a high back here in 2001. And then it became support in about 2016. So now we're getting close to it. This is a weekly chart we're looking at here. Look at the weeks, just boom, 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 selling right off. And they got earnings coming up, and they dropped off their last earnings. They got more earnings, so maybe we're going to break these levels and come down to here. $25. We'll have to see. Take a close eye on that. And anything else we want to take a look at real fast here? Oh, Verizon. Let's take a look. These stocks are green today. Nice support. Wow, nice bounce off the support line I have here. It's red. That's pretty nice there. That's usually where I like to swing trade this. But I've been, I wasn't focusing on this stock. So you can see it's a nice range for support. And AT&T, again, communications, they kind of holding up. Bounced off this dotted line here, which we see as support. So that's it for now. We'll keep you updated. We'll see what happens over the weekend. Let's see futures right now. What's going on? Continuing to go down, but more on the for the Nasdaq, a little 2.09. Okay, and they're rate sensitive. We get that 10-year go, up and down and all around. So we'll have to see what happens. So I want to again thank you for watching the program. And please hit that like up button and subscribe. Until then, I'll talk to you later. Have a nice weekend.